today we're going to be doing another reaction video. We're going to be reacting to this dude named Qias. He is very known in the sneaker world. Has a great sneaker collection. We are going to be watching his video on his Kobe sneaker collection. So all of his Kobe's. Now, he says it's the best on YouTube. We're gonna have to see about that. I don't know if it is or not. So, yeah, let's get into it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Underdog season. Today we're going to be doing something I have never done before. We're going to be looking at my entire Kobe Bryant sneaker collection.
Okay, that's cool.
Now, I've been wanting to do this video for a very long time now. I was just kind of waiting for the right time because obviously I didn't want to do this right away when Kobe passed away. It just wasn't, like, I didn't feel right doing it. Now that it's been a few months, I mean, it's still kind of early, but I feel like, you know, Kobe is someone who I look up to and is someone who is very important to me and a lot of people around the world. So it's time for us to start celebrating his legacy. And I feel like his sneakers are a part of history. Like, every single shoe
Yes.
to me represents a different Kobe moment or a story. So it's just only right that we just look back at some of these amazing sneakers. So yeah, man, that's basically what we're doing here is we're looking back at the Kobe's in my collection and we're celebrating Kobe's life. I'm just gonna kind of go through all the shoes.
Cool.
Some of them I might talk a little bit about, some of them I just might show you quickly, but here we go. First off, we got the Kobe 5 Protro in the NBA 2K exclusive Qias alternate. That was a very long name, but basically an alternate version of the Qias Kobe 5s, which was a Joker-inspired sneaker. Shout out to the homie who actually DM'd me and unlocked these and sold them to me for retail. Without him, I wouldn't have got this shoe, and I'm still enjoying the Kobe 4 Protros on court, so I haven't really given these a shot, but let me know if you guys think I should hoop in these or maybe wait for another colorway. Side note, I've been taking a lot of L's on all the new Kobe Protro 5s that have come out this week, and
I mean, honestly, I haven't tried getting them, so
hoping I get that Kobe undefeated pack. Next up, we got the Kobe 9 in the All-Star Gumbo. One of my favorite Kobe's in my
I don't really like that shoe that much.
This shoe is history. I went viral
I don't like the high top.
shoe. I don't know if you guys remember the old video. Aside from all that, this is a super dope colorway. I love the Kobe 9. It's like one of my favorite shoes to hoop in. I'm probably going to say that about all of the Kobe's, but honestly, this right here, the Kobe 9 and the Kobe 8 have just been one of my favorite basketball shoes of all time. Up next, we got the Kobe 4 Protro in the Carpe Diem colorway. I love this colorway. I'm so happy that they Protro'd it last year, and yeah, these are sick. Originally, I was going to play basketball in these, but I decided to just keep them on ice because this is like a classic colorway. And one more disclaimer, this is maybe 95% of my collection. I have a few pairs back home in the Bay. This isn't everything, but this is basically everything, if that makes sense. Next up, we got the Kobe Protro 1 in the undefeated camo colorway.
Sorry, guys,
this is one of the best shoes I've ever played basketball in. Again, I know I just said that about the 9s, but the Protros is like taking a great shoe and making it 10 times better. Yeah, I love this shoe. Next up, we got the Kobe Protro 4s in the Wiznard. I think it's the Wiznard colorway. Basically, this was inspired by his book. I don't know if you guys know, but Kobe was basically writing children's books, like novels and storytelling and things like that, and this was the colorway that went with the book. So here's the book right here. So as you guys can see, the shoe does kind of match it. Moving on, we have one of the best Kobe's in my opinion of all time. We got the Kobe 7 Cheetah right here. This was the shoe that Kobe wore for the Christmas game. I love this shoe. Shout out to Josh back home in the Bay because I believe he hooked me up with these for a very good price. All right, another undefeated collab right here. We got the Kobe Protro 1 in the orange. They released these in a few different colorways, and each one was kind of representing a different player. This was the Devin Booker Phoenix Sun colorway, so I think this only came out in Phoenix. A huge shout out to the homie Daniel, aka SHG Views, because he hooked me up with these for retail. I believe he gave it to me for retail. I appreciate
yellow ones,
it. Of course, we had to write RIP Mamba on the back of the shoe because I actually play basketball in these, so I didn't mind writing on them because I wear them on court. So we got another Kobe 9. I honestly don't remember the name of this colorway because this isn't like a colorway that Kobe actually played in or anything like that, but I wanted another pair of Kobe 9s in my collection to play basketball in, so the homies over at Soul Supremacy hooked me up with these for, I think they gave it to me for free because they didn't want to sell it to me because of what happened. I got these recently. I already play basketball in these, if you guys remember.
That's kind of
I wore
cool.
these when I played Flight 1-on-1. Another shoe that I play a lot of basketball in, Kobe Pro Tro 4s, undefeated. Yeah, I beat these up. I play a lot of outdoor basketball. Toe has
those
a
are
lot
probably
of
my
drag.
favorite
Man,
out of the whole
some people be like, oh, I can't believe you're playing basketball in a pair of
undefeated
Kobe's.
pack.
What would Kobe
probably.
want? Kobe would want us to play in his basketball shoes.
Either those or the
There's
purples.
a few pairs that, yes, you put in glass cases, or you keep them on ice, or you just wear them casually. But for the most part, you gotta ball in your Kobe's. That's what they were made for, okay? We also have the orange colorway, and the reason why I basically have all the colorways of the undefeated Kobe 4 Pro Tros is because last year, I won the pack on the sneakers app. Like, I don't know how, but I won all 4 pairs on the damn app.
Lucky.
It was the first W I've taken in a very long time on the sneakers app. I wish I could take more W's with all these new Kobe Pro Tros, but all of a sudden, everybody wants them, right? And then they also did the Giannis Bucks colorway. This is honestly my favorite of the 4. I don't have the Lakers colorway either. I gave that one to Swaggadiddy for his birthday. We still got 3 of them, and this is definitely my favorite.
Yeah, I like the
very
purple one better.
important Kobe in my collection. We got the Kobe 6
sixes.
All-Stars. I love this shoe. So the All-Star game was in LA in 2011, and we were out here. I was originally living in the Bay Area. We came out here to LA to not even to go to the All-Star game, but just to be in the city. Somehow, some way, we went to Nike. What was it called? It was the Nike store at Staples Center. These were supposed to be sold out, but randomly, like literally, the second I was in the store, one of the workers say, hey, we just restocked the Kobe's. So my brother-in-law bought this one, and I bought this one right here, the 3D Kobe's.
Oh my,
and since
the
then,
All-Stars?
my brother-in-law actually gave me these because they are a little too big for him. So I have both of the All-Stars right here. We got the 3D glasses Kobe All-Stars, as you guys can see
so
on the
far,
inside. We got the 3D glasses right here. I feel like
so far, this is the best Kobe collection, just because you have a lot. But I'm waiting for those Grinches. If you don't have those Grinches, you don't have the best in your collection. The best Kobe one, at least. If you don't have the Kobe 6 Grinches, I don't know what you're doing, but you gotta get them.
like this is one of the most underrated Kobe's of all time.
It is, yeah.
Theme, and it has like the 3D print on there. These are sneakers that are never, well, none of these are gonna leave my collection ever, but these ones right here will never leave my collection. Right here we have another 8. The Mamba Curio Kobe 8 is so beautiful, and the fact that I got these for retail on Nike.com, this was way before sneakers app. This is when it was just Nike.com. It just makes it 10 times better, man. This is inspired by the Mercurial soccer shoe. Obviously, Kobe was a huge soccer fan. Originally came out, I got rid of them just because I needed the money at the time, and I was able to get these again recently from Soul Supremacy. I got these last year for like $200, so a huge shout out to Soul Supremacy for hooking me up with these. Next up, we got the Kobe 11 in this Nike ID. I think it might have been like the multi-color Nike ID, but yeah, I definitely wanted to do it because I do like the 11. It's not my favorite shoe, but obviously this being the last shoe that Kobe played in, I definitely wanted to make a Nike version of it. I love this like iridescent tone right here that changes colors, and this was actually in honor of my Crew Kicks channel reaching 100,000. On the tongue it actually says QK for Crew Kicks, and it says 3P because this was my third channel to hit 100K, so it was like 3 in a row. A memorable shoe for me. It's one that means a lot, so I'm happy to still have this shoe. Alright, here's a special pair, man. This was a pair that was actually gifted to me by the legend himself, the Perfect Pair, one of the biggest, if not the biggest sneaker collector in the world. The first time I went to his crib, he said, I have a gift for you, and he handed me these right here, and I was blown away because this right here, this is a rare shoe. From what he told me, this is possibly one of 3. Now, it still has the look-see sample tag, and these are a size 14. Now, size 14 is Kobe's size, so that shows you who this shoe was made for. It was made for the Mamba himself, Kobe Bryant. This was a collaboration between Kobe and Eric Costin. They wanted to do like a collab sneaker, so they came out with this. There was a pair that was actually made for the public, but this is a sample pair that does not have the Kobe 6 print on it like the original pair does. So again, this is one that will never leave the collection.
I don't really like those that much.
These deserve to be in a glass case, but I don't have any glass cases right now. So hopefully one day when we move out of this apartment, I'll be able to put these on display. Next up, we got the Kobe USA Pro Tro 1.
Nice.
Obviously, Kobe played for Team USA. He won 2 gold medals with them. He was wearing the hyper dunks in that moment that he had, which is one of my favorite Kobe moments, when he got the and 1-3 and he just looked at the crowd and he just silenced all of them. He didn't have these on, but that's probably my favorite Kobe USA moment, so I had to bring that up. The Kobe 6 grin, arguably the best Kobe of all time. Colorway and model, like, I don't even, this doesn't even need like an introduction. Like, you know what this shoe is. Like, we know how important this shoe is. The reason why it's special to me is because obviously I proposed in these. Like, this shoe will forever be a part of my life. Next up is a shoe that I told you guys multiple times is my dream shoe, and they recently, or a few years ago, they pro-troed them, and a lot of people didn't care when they came out. As a matter of fact, I went to Nike to get them, and I was the only person waiting in line. I went like 30 minutes or an hour before they opened, and nobody else was there. I think one guy showed up like 10 minutes before the doors opened, but I was able to get them, and I actually bought 3 pairs of them. I'm talking about the 81-point game Kobe ones. Like, it still amazes me that I own this shoe, because for so many years now, I dreamt about owning this shoe. Originally, they did release the shoe, 81 pairs in a size 14 in like a scavenger hunt in LA. But the fact that I have it in my size, say what you want, it is a basic colorway. It's nothing special, but Kobe scored 81 freaking points in this shoe.
Yes,
bro,
he
I
did.
still can't believe I own it. Now, this one isn't a Kobe sneaker, but it is a sneaker.
You know how much most of those points were on?
And it's a player exclusive colorway.
Jalen Rose.
Kobe left Adidas,
I don't know who that is. Go search him up.
He officially signed with Nike, so he was
He's
just
not
like
bad. He's just not a very good
brand. One of the Jordans they made him was the Kobe Jordan 8. I only have
I don't like those.
A Jordan supremacy for making this happen. They gave it to me for a very good price, which is crazy. Bro, like, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say.
I don't like those.
Show you this shoe. And we do wear our sneakers.
I don't really like Jordans that much.
I don't know what happened right there, but I wore these to the sneaker con and they got scratched right there. But yeah, this is so happy to have this, man. Next up, we got the Kobe 11 in the final game colorway. And as you guys can see, it's actually signed by Kobe.
Was it signed by Kobe
too? I didn't need
too?
Kobe to get the shoe signed. The shoe was actually signed. I don't know where it was signed, but these were actually sold to me by Shoeseum. If you guys know who Shoeseum is, he's a sneaker collector who had his own shoe museum. So you know these are legit. Like, they came from a legit source, and on top of that, they're authenticated. So they know that the signature is 100% real. And if you still don't believe me, because I know there's always going to be those people in the comments, I've got the letter of authenticity right here. So yeah, so these were offered to me, I want to say about 2-3 years ago by Shoeseum.
That's cool.
He knew I was a huge Kobe fan, and he wanted
my favorite shoe probably
really cherish
are the Kobe 11s. So
I'm so happy he
if you got a Kobe 11 signed by Kobe,
these without hesitation,
man,
I said yes. He sold them to me for $1,800.
I would never wear that shoe.
Blows my mind, because now I don't even know what these are worth. It's authenticated. It's Kobe's last shoe he ever wore on court, and it's in his size. This is a size 14. I don't think I could sell this even if you offered me $100,000. These are special, man. This is something that not everyone has. Like, I don't know anyone else who has this shoe signed. And last but not least, obviously the most important shoe to me, these are the Nike Hyperdunk 2K5s. At the time, Kobe was the official endorser of the shoe. This is before he had his own signature shoe. If you guys don't know the backstory, I'm going to quickly say it because I've said it a million times and I'm sure the people watching it have already heard it. But basically, I bought the shoes. I went to a gas station. Kobe was at the gas station pumping gas by himself, and I grabbed the shoes without saying anything else to him, and I said, Kobe, can you sign my shoes? And he signed them for me. We talked for 5 minutes. He was so cool, so dope. It was literally like, I literally got to meet Kobe with no one else around. He signed my brand new shoes that was his shoe. This is crazy, man. Life is crazy. So yeah, man, if you guys want to actually watch like the full video where I talk about this shoe and story, I actually have one on my Kicks channel, so maybe I'll link that down below.
Just imagine going up to a gas station, seeing Kobe Bryant there, and going up to him, asking for an autograph, and just him autographing your shoe, and basically talking to him for like 5 minutes with nobody else around. That would be literally the best thing ever. Even if you weren't a Kobe fan, like, that would still be cool. You got to meet him with nobody else around in a gas station. That's pretty cool.
Below, and you guys could go watch it if you want. It's hard to see. Like, I don't even think that you guys
Sorry,
could
guys,
see that it's signed
my
because
computer's
he only
almost
had a
dead, so I'm
10
trying
at
to.
the time. So it's not even signed with the Sharpie, and on top of that, it's old. Like, this shoe's like 10 years old, so it's kind of getting foggy and it's hard to see the actual signature, but it's there. You can mainly see the 24 at the back of the shoe. Yeah, I don't want people to be like, the shoe's not even signed. So yeah, guys, that's actually my Kobe collection right there, and I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. If you're